Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is Happiness Created. Today I am taking part in the Try It Tuesday hosted by Sammy over at Unicorn Dust Designs. If you don't know Sammy, I don't know how you don't know Sammy, but if you don't, you really need to go check her out. I will have her channel in my description box down below. I would like to thank her for allowing me to participate. And I am going to start off with Creations by Favi. She is so amazing and so sweet. You need to go check her out as well. So I'm starting off with 4 of the wood squares that I got from woodpeckerscrafts.com. Sorry. And I am just going to take some of the white Waverly chalk paint and give them 1 coat. And then I took some of those bamboo sticks that I bought off Amazon and gave them 1 coat as well. And now I am taking some it's called ink from Waverly, and I am just doing a dry brush over all of these white pieces. And now I have the backs face up, and I am just taking a pen. I'm very, professional here. I'm taking an ink pen and I am making the spacing between all of the squares, and then I'm going to take some wood glue and some hot glue, and I am going to use that to secure those 2 sticks to the back of all of the squares. And now I found these letters a while ago at Hobby Lobby on clearance, and they're like black buffalo check, obviously. So I am just going to, they have sticky on the back, but I do take my glue gun and just put a little bit of hot glue just to make sure that they don't fall off. And then I'm just going to take some of the buffalo check ribbon that I believe I got at Hobby Lobby, and I'm just making a little bow. I just kind of crisscross it over on top of itself, and I don't know. I don't know how I do it. I just do. And then I'm taking this little ribbon. It's a thinner ribbon from Dollar Tree with the leaves on it, and I'm going to make a bow with that. And then I do take the like the fall colored cording that I used on that pumpkin a while back. I'll try to link that video in the description box. But I take that and just make a little bow with that as well. And then I am just going to like tie them all together, and that'll be it for the bow. And then I got one of those window clings, and so I'm just taking some of the leaves off, and I am just going to place them on the squares. And then I do end up taking one of those glue sticks and just kind of reinforce it with that so that they don't fall off. And then I just take a piece of that cording and I am just going to make a hanger for the back. And I think that's about it. So how stinking cute is this? I think it is so adorable. Thank you, Fanny, for the idea. Let me know what you guys think. So this next project, I'm taking one of those pumpkins that's on the stand. I did take the like burlap stuff off the back or off the front, I'm sorry. And then I put some Mod Podge on it to try to keep as much of the glitter that I couldn't get off from falling off. And now I'm just doing a coat of the white Waverly chalk paint on top of that. But this is going to be the back of the sign. I just wanted it to kind of look finished. And then, of course, as an afterthought, I decided to take it off the stand itself. And then because I wasn't happy with how it looked, because it was still kind of like lumpy and bumpy, I decided to take some of this craft paper and I'm just going to cut out a piece that I can put on the back of this little sign. And then I'm just going to go around the pumpkin with some hot glue and attach this craft paper to the back. And now I'm just going to take some of the white Waverly chalk paint and do a coat over the what will be the front of this little sign. And then once that dries almost completely, I take some of the antique wax from Waverly and I am just going to do a little bit of dry brushing and try to do those little, those little lines that everybody does to make it look more like a pumpkin. Yeah, I'm still not real great at that, but I am trying anyway. So this is what I'm attempting to do right now. And now I am taking another window cling and I did put glue on it from the glue stick and I am putting it on the pumpkin. But you'll see later on, I probably shouldn't have done that. And I do end up having to take it off for a little bit, but you'll see. So right now I have the base and I'm taking some of the truffle chalk paint from Waverly and I'm just going to give it a quick coat. So now I am going to take this drill and I am going to make some holes in this pumpkin. And now that all of the holes are drilled, I'm just going to try to clean up a little bit and then I am going to start adding the lights. And all I'm doing is I'm just putting the light into the hole and then just taking a little bit of Scotch tape and just taping it to the back of the pumpkin. And then I just add a little more glue to the window cling and I reattach it or replace it onto the pumpkin. And then I am going to just hot glue the pumpkin back into its original stand. And so attach the battery pack to the back of this pumpkin. I got some of these like Velcro dots from Dollar Tree. And so I'm just going to use like 4 of them, 2 on the bottom and 2 on the back, just to hold the battery pack in place. And now I'm just going to take some of the Dollar Tree florals and I'm just going to place them on the bottom or on the top of the base at the bottom of the pumpkin. And then the last thing to do is to make a cute little bow for the top. So I'm using that fall cording that I got at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to use the thin ribbon with the leaves on it from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to use the raffia bow that actually came on this pumpkin. And that's all there is to this project. How cute is this thing? I absolutely love, love, love it. I think it came out so sweet. I love the lights, love it all. Thank you so much, Fanny, for being such an inspiration. And now I am going to be doing some crafts from Jackie at Crafting in Mimi's World. If you haven't seen her channel yet, you need to. I will make sure to link it below. She's amazing. So I am starting out with this chalkboard that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to take some tape and just tape off the edges, and I am going to paint the wooden frame around the chalkboard. And I am using the color moss. However, I have the celery out too because I'm going to be using that for a portion of this project. And I keep putting my stinking paintbrush in the celery instead of the moss. So eventually I smarten up enough and I move it so it doesn't happen again. And now I have one of those laser cut words, the Farm Fresh. It comes in a 6-pack. And I am taking the moss to do the farm portion. And then I'm going to take that celery color and I'm going to do fresh with the celery color. And then I'm going to take this rub-on transfer, this beautiful green wreath. I think it's a eucalyptus leaf. I mean, wreath, not leaf. But anyway, it's one that, a few months ago everybody was, trying to get. Anyway, so I'm going to take that transfer and I am going to put that in the center of this chalkboard. And then lastly, I just take a piece of that cording and use it for a hanger in the back. And that's it. How sweet is this thing? I think it's super, super cute. I'm going to switch that kickstand over so that it holds it up nicely. So on to the next project. I'm taking this 3D wreath form, pumpkin form, and I am using a piece of, what's that called? The board, the poster, not the poster board, the thicker stuff, Anyway, I don't know why I can't think of the name of it, but so I trace out the pumpkin and cut that all out, and I am going to use that on the back of this pumpkin form. So I have this sheet of burlap that I got on Amazon, and I am going to just take that and I'm going to trace it, and that's what I'm going to use to cover up this piece of whatever kind of board it is. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I can't figure this out. Anyhow, you guys know me. This is how I am. So I'm just going to cut it out, and then I am going to glue it to the pumpkin. So now I'm going to just take some of the cording that I have from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to go around the stem of this pumpkin and use it kind of to hold it together on the top part for now. So somewhere I lost the footage, but I did use some floral wire and poked it through the board and wrapped it around some of the edges of the pumpkin. So now I'm taking some hot glue and I am going to start hot gluing a ton of florals into this pumpkin. Guys, just a little public service announcement here. If you're going to do something like this, take your time. I was rushing and I ended up getting hot glue on the top of my pointer finger on my right hand. And when I pulled it off, it just wasn't pretty. Let's leave it at that. So just be very careful when you're doing this. I know you guys know this already, but I just want to make sure that you guys don't go through what I just went through. And so now I'm just going to take some of this plaid ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree, along with it's like an amber color. Now I didn't have enough of this, so I ended up just using it for tails, but I took this green as well and just made the bow with those two, and then added the orange tails, which I think just kind of brought everything together, but you'll have to let me know on that one. So now I'm just adding a few more flowers. I just thought it needed some more. And then I do end up adding a couple of smaller pumpkins as well. And then I am just going to make a loop with some of the jute, and that'll be it. I think this is so gorgeous. I can't wait to hang it up on my front door. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much, Jackie, for being such an inspiration. I would like to thank Sammy from Unicorn Dust Designs again for allowing me to participate in today's playlist. I would also like to thank Fanny and Jackie again for being such an inspiration. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch my video. If you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider sticking around and hitting that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below and share with your family and friends. And I will see you next time. Bye.